Hi guys, Assalamualaikum. Welcome back to my channel. Okay guys. First sebelum kita start game Twin Mirror ni, aku nak minta maaf sangat-sangat. Apa pasal dah? Aku selalu minta maaf setiap sebelum nak start game mesti ada aku prolog aku nak minta maaf semua bagai kan. Tapi ni memang aku kena minta maaf sebab aku dah lama tak upload video, lama tak record video, dalam 3 hingga 4 bulan macam tu lah, aku dah lama tak buat. Salah satu sebab dia, sebab aku memang busy gila dengan kerja, memang tak sempat balik kerja penat. Memang itulah aku ada masalah sikit kat tempat kerja, so aku ambil masa untuk off lah daripada YouTube kan. So bila aku dah okay kan, memang tak settle lagi kerja aku tu, masalah kerja aku tu tak settle lagi, tapi bila aku cuba nak upload pula dah aku kena COVID guys. Aku kena COVID, lepas tu dalam macam tu lah 2 minggu macam tu aku kena. Lepas tu baru aku masuk kerja macam biasa. So sekarang here I am dekat sini baru nak record video semua. Korang apa bersabarlah dengan aku sebab aku pun tahu aku tak pasti aku ni boleh upload setiap hari ke macam mana kan. Tapi apa-apa aku nak ucapkan terima kasih sangat-sangat dekat hampa yang dah subscribe kat video aku. Aku tak expect daripada aku ada 4 subscriber macam tu lah kan. Kemudian aku skip, aku tak buat video pun dalam lama juga. Lepas tu sekarang dah ada 16 subscriber. Ya Allah, terima kasih semua kerana sudi subscribe, sudi tonton video yang aku buat kan. Aku nak ucap terima kasih sangat-sangat, okay. Aku ada baca komen hampa yang bagi tahu aku jangan give up kan, teruskan. So bila aku baca semua tu, aku rasa lebih bersemangat lah nak buat video. So tu aku tak mahu cakap panjang-panjang, ya Allah aku rasa aku dah lebih panjang. So ni, jom kita masuk game ni. Korang boleh main controller? Boleh. Okay, nice. Nak 2020. Not entertainment. Aku English, aku bukan ada, tak reti nak cakap sangat English, so pelik lah kalau aku cakap. Except game ni aku dah lama dah beli, tapi dia duduk dalam aku punya list je lah, tak main-main, baru sekarang nak main. Tengok option, tengok subtitle, back on subtitle background, yes. Okay, control semua okay, tak apa. Okay, new game. Yes. Okay. Sebenarnya lepas game Keno tu aku ingat nak main game Jepun lagi, tapi disebabkan disaster report tu pun dah Jepun. Aku rasa macam takkan nak main lagi, main game Jepun lagi kan. Tukar selera sikit, masuk game orang putih pula. Cuma game ni aku rasa dia agak similar, agak sama.
The weather's approaching 49 degrees, so we've got a brisk West Virginia evening ahead of us. Wrap up tight and settle in, folks. This is 104.3 WVCK, the BASSWOOD Sound. I'm your host, Carrie Hammond. Coming up after a short break, mental health expert Dr. Wick will discuss the recent opioid epidemic that's been affecting.
BASSWOOD, Hillcrest.
My days don't weigh the same.
Home posted tapi macam dah terbengkalai.
Shake my clothes and wash my name.
Harap aku dah lama tak buka OBS ni, aku harap setting dia tak lari lah. Takut
Let
sound
me
in-game
breathe and
aku
I'll let you go.
Sound in-game aku kuat sangat ke daripada suara aku.
I looked down in desperation. I felt around for something real. I let the radio station playing wrong in
Mata dia
my ear.
cantik. Kelang lah.
Keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive. You keep coming alive, keep coming alive.
Game ni aku nak cakap dia macam similar dengan Road 96 lah. Dia banyak teks, banyak dialog. Tapi ni dia tak silap aku lelaki ni dia balik ke kampung halaman dia dan ada apalah kejadian-kejadian. Aku rasa dia lupa memori dia. So kita game ni journey dia nak merungkaikan memori dia lah kot. Tak pasti. Misteri agaknya, misteri, genre misteri.
Time to kill before the funeral. Might as well spend it here.
Okay. Funeral.
This place was always one for decisions. Somewhere for things to fall apart.
Aku rasa macam sensitifnya dia punya sensitivity. Aku rasa macam dia terlalu high. Or aku tersalah. Maybe bawah. Ni okay sikit lah. The company made sure we knew how generous they were.
Welcome back to Basswood, Sam.
Oh.
Welcome back to Basswood, Sam.
Restoration made possible thanks to the generous donation of the New Virginia coal. Oh, arang. Okay. Tak boleh lah, rasa macam tak. Okay, maybe.
I came up here every chance I could. One of the all-time great views. Really makes a small town look big.
So lah, cara aku main memang aku akan check setiap sudut. Aku tak mahu terlepas even satu clue pun. So tak boleh lari ke? Apa ni? A view of Basswood. Inspect. Macam mana? Ni Oh. Founded in 1865, this small mining town quickly grew along with the coal industry. At its peak, Basswood produced more coal than any other town in West Virginia, with the Basswood mine being one of the most consistent coal mines in the US. Basswood is also a wonderful place to simply let nature be nature outside of the Appalachian. Tak salah tak arti sebut. A perfect example of the true West Virginian way of life, Basswood is both a reminder of its past and a glimpse into its bright future. Sucks. Basswood is also a wonderful place. Jadi sucks. To simply let nature be nature. Okay. Ruin. Okay. Okay.
Strange to think of Basswood without its mine.
Oh.
My hometown. It felt more imposing in my nightmares. I remember spending entire summers on the banks fishing with Nick.
Cemetery. Cemetery.
I'm not sure Nick would even want me at his funeral, given how I left things. You'd think the massive cliff face would be a giveaway.
Because a sign protects better than sturdy railing. No hiking sign. Trail closed 3 years ago due to a
A lot of people
landslide.
were upset when it closed, but not upset enough to fix it.
3 years ago, tak fix.
These trails were great to walk if you wanted to feel truly alone.
West Virginia scenic mountain forests are home to deer, flying squirrels, black foxes, field mice, rabbits, and cave bats, among other animals. Bobcats, wild boars, and even black bears have been seen all over the state. Even very remote farm states have occasionally sighted the eastern cougar, Puma concolor, on the prowl. Look.
Some of these species are endangered. She wrote an article about it.
She. When hunting, carry with you any and all required permits and licenses. Do not hunt while under the influence of alcohol. Hunting is forbidden between half an hour after sunset and half an hour before sunrise.
Hunting is another tradition I could never get behind. Just don't see the appeal.
Good. Okay. Tak payah nak hunting. Keep hikers and hunters safe from bear.
I left a sandwich in it for a whole week once. Dad never let me forget it.
Tak boleh buka. Boleh makan lagi ke? Apa ni? Oh. Tak boleh lari ke?
I used to love looking at basswood from up here. Helped give me perspective. Until that day.
That day. Spyglass.
Why can't the real world be as clear and peaceful as my own mind?
Oh, ni dalam middle ha. Optimal shot X sama dengan XY apa? Kereta api?
Even if it does mean nothing stays hidden in here. Not even me.
X sama dengan VT. Tak boleh. Apa tu? Remember. Nick ke?
I've been meaning to ask you something. Don't freak out. Would you be my little girl's godfather? I wouldn't trust anyone else with this.
And yet I stopped taking his calls. He even called once the day before he died. I'll never know what he wanted to talk to me about.
This is Anna. She works freelance. Does a lot of the human interest pieces.
What can I say? I'm interested in humans and their pieces. What what do you like to write?
I gotta run to a review with Walt. You two feel free to chit-chat. And Sam, be nice.
I had never met someone so interested in others, even in me.
The story is important. You know I think that. It's just... people around here have short tempers and long memories. Be careful. Sam, are you even listening to me?
Tak, sorry.
I heard you, Anna. But no, I wasn't listening. Come on, Anna, look at this.
What is it? Someone skinny dipping?
Anna,
Oh.
you really need to see this.
I can't even see. Something's blocking it. Sam, what are you doing?
I'm trying to be romantic.
What? Wait. Please don't tell me
Aw.
you're proposing.
I'm down on one knee, a ring. What else would I be doing?
Oh, kena reject ke? Oh, kesiannya.
You look like I just ran over your grandma. Okay, the silence is really starting to scare me now. Anna, please say something.
Sam, put that away. Come on. I don't want a ring. I don't need a ring. You should know that. We've discussed it before.
A blast from the past.
We weren't happy. She was the one brave enough to face that. Lost in my head again. How much time did I miss?
Kenapa dia bug ke kumbang? Please press to read new journal entry. What? Kenapa tu? Tak ada pun.
I missed the funeral. Maybe it's for the best. On the bright side, Nick's not alive for me to let him down again.
Oh, aku tak tengok pun yang ni. Emergency phone. Directly connected to the
I
emergency
get the
line.
feeling it still sees some use, given how bad the coverage is up here.
Macam mana nak a new journal? What? Move Move faster. Controller. Move, interact, move faster. Aku tak boleh sebut. Pause. Okay. So, select. Oh. I decided to take a walk on the promontory before Nick's funeral. I thought I was ready to face BASSWOOD again, but the past is already pulling me back in. My memories are so vivid. As if I had never left. Okay, you have wasted enough time. Okay. Oh. Okay, sure. The one that got away. Will my whole life be different had she said yes? Seeing her again is going to be hard, yet part of me is looking forward to it. The rest of me wants to turn around and leave now. I left BASSWOOD 2 years ago to run away from a job at a small time newspaper. A town full of angry people. and a failed relationship. I didn't glance back. Now I'm going home to attend my best friend's funeral. What could be more fun than facing all your past mistakes at your friend's graveside, right? Kenapa? Kalau dia nak lari daripada... Kenapa dia tak... Dia macam dia putus terus hubungan dengan kawan dia. Yang masalahnya perempuan tu kan. Yang... Next has been my friend since we were kids. My only friend. I ghosted him 2 years ago. He's ghosting me by being dead. Kesiannya. Hang lah, kesiannya dia.
Sorry, Walter, but I don't think I'll stick around. Given up already? Just a quick, depressing jaunt down memory lane and then you're gone? I know you think that the only thing waiting for you down there is hurt. Lots of hurt. And you might be right. But it's been 2 years. It's time to face the world. Time to adult. The good news, though,
Kenapa tu?
you don't have to do it alone.
Who are you? Adakah lelaki tu twin? Nick won't care. B.
Lost the signal. Some things never change.
Namanya. Country. Country. Way back home. Miners Haven parking lot. By the way, aku main ni dekat, aku beli game ni dekat Epic Games. Tapi sekarang dah keluar dekat Steam dah. 2021 hari tu. Kawan sejak kecil tapi dia sanggup. Itulah. Nampak macam mana manusia. Hai. Ni mesti anak dia. Next daughter. Ngomong apa ni? Hi.
Yuli, you actually came.
Muley? Muley?
It's been a while. You've gotten taller.
Can we talk?
No.
We're talking right now.
It's cold.
Dia pula yang duduk belah ni, driver.
So,
You left.
Joan, that's not fair.
You left.
I'm sorry, okay, I left.
Look, Joan, I messed up.
You said you wouldn't leave. You said... I don't remember exactly, but you pinky swore.
I didn't mean to lie. I just screwed up. After Anna broke up with me, I'm sorry. I wish words meant anything. I wish this didn't make it harder for you to trust me now.
You could have at least called something, especially after... You know, after my dad.
I don't know what to say to that. You're right. I wasn't in a state where I could reach out to anyone. I'm still not. If Nick hadn't died, I never would have come back.
Thanks for being honest. You're always at least honest.
Where's your mom?
Listen, I wanted to talk to you about what happened to Dad. It doesn't make sense. He wouldn't have just crashed. He drove like a grandma, you know that. It's wrong. I don't buy it.
I'm just in town for the funeral, Joan. I'm not a PI or a cop.
You're the closest thing I can talk to. Will you just look into it, Muley? Please?
She wants her father's death to mean something.
Siapa ni?
But where does that lead? What if it leads to the truth? That could change everything. An hour ago, you wanted to run away. Now you want to start another investigation? A few questions won't hurt anyone. Just tonight. To reassure her. And myself. This is a wake. If you poke around, people may end up poking back. Okay, whatever you do, at least leave the kid out of it. It would be cruel to lead her on. Friends don't lie to each other. Even if it means disappointing her again. It's your call.
Ano? Tapi kalau aku nak siasat, kalau andai kata ada kata apa, misteri di sebalik kematian ayah dia kan. Kemungkinan ayah dia dibunuh kan. So kalau aku sebagai kawan dia pun aku akan check. Nak check.
Okay, I'll see what I can see and all that. Gumshoe it up.
You will?
You make some good points. It doesn't fit. I hate when things don't fit.
Yeah, me too. I might just be, I don't know, crazy or something, but...
You want to know for sure. I get it.
Thanks, Muley.
Kalau tak ada apa-apa, kita at least kita...
I should go in before my mom misses me.
Oh, ada mak. Okay.
Better get in there too. Can't hide in your car all night.
Who says I'm hiding out here?
I do.
Okay.
See you inside.
Yeah. Bye. Tu balik. Batman. Kau ubat apa? Tak ada nak tengok apa dia? Okay. Oh, ni jalan lah, jalan. Okay, tak ada lari. Jalan je laju. Oh. Kathy's car. Her car is older than her daughter.
Kathy's been keeping this running 100,000 miles past its prime. I hope she's not running short on money.
Kathy's tu nama mak dia ke? Game macam ni actually bagi aku senang nak edit sikit. Sebab dia tak banyak lawan. Dia macam just story. Bars, back door. Coming through the back will get me
Ethan keeps
loot.
a spare key around, but I should use the front.
The coal miner's heaven.
The old bar sign reminds me of when Nick and I were still kids.
Okay, apa dia? Arcade games were the first friends you had, and Nick Walden was your first real friend. I'm somewhere in between, of course, and it all started here at the coal miner's heaven. The bar had an old arcade machine. The owner, Mr. Edwards, rescued from some junk heap. You spent the whole afternoon there playing Pac-Man until it got dark outside and the bar filled up with miners grabbing a cheap drink, and Mr. Edwards eventually kicked you out. You begged him to let you stay and play some more, but he thought it was already nice of him to let you in at all. He even left the machine on free play most days. He was a tough guy, an amateur boxer, not big on drunks or underage kids arguing with him when it was time to go home. One day, there was another boy playing Pac-Man at the bar. You watched him play, hoping he leaves soon. Suddenly he turned to you and said, "My cousin swears there's a magic pill that makes the ghost stay blue forever. But it only appears on the 100 board at the center where the fruit's at. Does your cousin talk a lot of bullshit?" you asked. The boy scratched his head like he seriously thought about the answer. And finally he said, "Yeah, all the time," and you both burst out laughing. You played together the rest of the afternoon. Nick beat your highest score and then you beat his. It got late and you both got kicked out. That was when Nick invited you over to his place. The next day, Nick waited for you at the school gate. Wait for you at the school gate. He walked you to the miner's heaven like he wanted to make sure you wouldn't run away. You didn't, not then. Not like now. Of all people I heard when I left BASSWOOD, John is the one who least deserved it. He was just a kid and my goddaughter. But it's a tough job to be a lonely kid's only friend. I couldn't hack it. Now that her dad died, things aren't going to get any easier for her. Angry, hurt, stubborn, hard to believe John was the one who nicknamed me Muley. Not that I'm looking for an excuse. I made a promise to a child that will break her heart whether I keep it or not. What if she's right about her father's death? What will that do to her? And what if I can't give her the answer she's hoping for? The same time, the same doubts and contradictions. Face it or escape it. This time I made a different decision. The temptation to embark on another doomed investigation leading to nothing but pain was too strong to resist. Am I doing this for John, for Nick, or for myself? So dia ni sebenarnya I promised John I will ask some question about her father's death. Okay. Jadi aku check, okay? Kalau aku tak check kan, kata polis apa ni? BASSWOOD police car. The first
Some of the police force stopped by, which means most of the police force stopped by. Might as well talk to Walter. I'll have to sooner or later.
Hi, Walter.
Yes, the cat food is under the sink.
Former
Yes,
boss.
yes it is, Mother. Trust me. Oh, Samuel is here. I'll call you back.
Samuel.
Samuel Higgs, as I live and breathe. Has it really been over 2 years?
3 years.
Regardless, I'm so glad you finally made it. It's good to see you. What kept you?
A trip down memory lane. I missed the funeral, but I made it to Nick's wake.
You have to bring it in for a hug. It's a Basswood back in town requirement. So good to see you. Even if I wish the circumstances were different. At times like these, we need the comforting touch of others. At least I do.
Tak apalah. Peluk Pilar.
Also, have you spoken to Anna lately?
No,
Tanya
why?
pula dah.
No reason. If
Hi.
you get the chance, we should catch up. We should really catch up.
Alright.
I'll see you inside.
Alright, boss. Bye. Ex-girlfriend quote. Everyone knows Nick and I were best friends. Everyone thinks I owe it to him to be here. His daughter Joanne goes even further. She thinks I should stay here and investigate her father's death. Our old boss Walter is sure to have something to say too. I won't be able to sneak past him. No. My old boss at the paper, I say he taught me everything I know, but given my track record, that will be much of a compliment. I always thought Walter was a decent sort, the rare breed who truly believes his job is to serve the community. Seeing the old joker was nicer than I expected. Alright, dudes. Joanne's bike. She still loves
That
the
smile she
biking.
had when I gave it to her. She could barely get on it back then.
Hanya bagi you.
One of Nick's favorite matchups. Might be the first game he'll miss.
Ha 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 ha. Apa ni? Newspaper apa? Dispenser.
I haven't read an issue of this paper since I left. I wonder how they've been doing without me.
Eh? Oh. Tragic car accident. He will be set to rest tomorrow at Heaven's Gate Cemetery. Co-workers share a drink at the coal miners' heaven to honor the memory of a dearly departed friend. Long-time readers will no doubt recognize his name, as there have been days when he was the byline of over half the articles littering this plucky paper. Nick was loved by his family and colleagues. He is survived by his daughter Joan and his ex-wife Katie. Ex-wife? Continue on page 3. How?
Must have been a hard issue to write.
Okay, asyik-asyik ada. You don't often make it to the front page of a newspaper with good news. Not even in BASSWOOD. Car crash. Walter did a good job on the obituary. Okay, jom kita masuk.
I'm not ready for this.
Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Ada. Kat sini hujan sebenarnya, kalau hampa dapat dengar. Hujan lebat jugalah. Wow. Pantai.
Mr. Samuel Higgs, big
Big
shot
shot
investigative
Oh,
reporter.
tu kerja aku. Hi.
Didn't think you'd ever be back in here.
I'd gladly slash your tires.
Siapa ni?
That mean you couldn't leave town. And you are leaving town right after this, right?
Okay, sabar, jangan
If
marah.
you aren't, well, Nick's memory only goes so far.
Wah, aku tak tekan apa, lama-lama dia pilih B tu sendiri.
That's what I thought.
Jangan layanlah si penghuli ni. Hi.
Come on, it ain't worth it.
Yes. Who are you?
Making friends already, I see.
Declan, been a while.
Declan.
Hey, careful. I'd rather not be working tonight. And you always seem to angry up everyone's blood.
I'm only here to pay my respects to Nick. Nothing more, nothing less.
Going to investigate.
Shame that. You watch yourself.
Bye.
I think it's time I go put up a photo at the memorial board. That's what people do, right?
Things have already taken a strange turn. Joanne is obsessed with the idea that her father's death wasn't an accident. She wants me to investigate. I can get it out of my head. It's as if a long dormant part of me had been awakened. Banyaknya manusia-manusia ni. Declan's the local law enforcement. I vaguely remember him from school. He used to get into fights a lot, usually to protect smaller kids. No one was surprised that he became a cop. Apa ni? Joel Lopez. All the miners in BASSWOOD lost their jobs when the mines closed. I know better than to provoke them.
Declan lacks subtlety, but he loves this town like no one else.
Subtlety lah. Miners. Macam nak kacau
Old-timers in general already don't like me, and the article just made it worse.
Hey, Sam, why don't you drink to Nick on the other side of the bar?
No, I don't want.
You always did know how to start a ruckus. Can't say I missed that. You always did know how to start a ruckus. Can't say I missed that.
Apa ni?
The guy who got the mine closed.
I can't believe he showed up.
Huh? Ya ke? Aku ke? Wood carving supposedly made by Ethan's sister. Char to the coal.
It's supposedly the spirit of coal. Doesn't really belong here anymore.
Hi.
He's owned this bar for almost a decade and still can't afford another employee.
Not really. You just quoted him a couple of times and I thought it sounded good.
Then you should read Great Expectations. It's a masterpiece, plain and simple.
Walter can be overwhelming at times, but he means well.
So I had to throw them all out on their ear, and only then did I realize.
Hi.
Ah, Samuel, my favorite ex-muckracker. Join us, join us.
How was the funeral?
Wasn't there. Setting up for this.
Everyone came, most of the town, it felt like. A sea of sad, wet eyes. I gave the eulogy. Felt hollow. So hollow. He worked for me for years. For years, my best reporter. What do you even say about him?
Methodical ni apa?
Remember that article? Something about stoplights? No one cared, but he did. Months of effort.
Yield signs. He approached each story with his pen like a knight wielding a sword.
It's the small things. Like he always kept his window down. Said cars made him claustrophobic. That's how he stays with us. The little details.
I remember the bar bets about that safe spot at Pac-Man. He got me one night.
Yeah, got me once too. Can't believe it's real.
Enough about Nicholas, enough. Tell me, how have you been, Sam? How have you really been?
Be honest.
I
Kan aku
spent all
seorang
day
yang
doing nothing.
jujur.
I don't even count days, they just blur together. Nick's death barely hit me. It was like a pinprick compared to just everything.
Time heals most wounds. Some it just makes worse. Sounds like you need something to pull you out of your rut.
Well, I think I've taken enough of your gents' time.
Go, mingle, circulate, but you must join us for an actual round later. You must.
Yeah.
Oh, Walter, can I ask you something?
Questions are the fountainhead of knowledge.
Nick's crash. Was there anything suspicious about it?
I asked myself the same thing. The very same thing. It did seem odd. Young Nicholas, a careful man in all things, including driving. I looked into it myself. You know what I found?
What?
A tragic accident with nothing amiss. I am both relieved and saddened to say.
Ah.
Life is rarely like a crime thriller, and while I don't mind you asking, Some might find it a distasteful conversation at a man's memorial. Especially from you.
I'll, keep that in mind.
See that you do, my boy. See that you do.
Biarlah.
You should have been the one giving the eulogy, Samuel. No one knew it better than you. Like Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn, you two were.
Sammy! Oh, it's been ages.
Tara?
Oh, me? I've had this stomach thing lately, always churning. And this thing with Nick, his car went up like a Sunday ham. He burned alive, you know.
Huh?
Have you met
Ya
Hugh?
ke?
He took over the old pharmacy just after you left.
No.
The infamous Sam. I've read that article you wrote on the mine. You must have put in a lot of legwork on that.
Oh, you read it. What do you think?
Of the writing? Fine. Fine. Of the reporting? Something that needed to be done. Many medicines are a bitter brew, but you still need to take them.
That's nice of you to say.
Oh, don't hesitate to drop by the pharmacy sometime.
Oh, and Sam, you...
But for now, I have a feeling you're not here for us.
Oh, right. Don't be a stranger,
Bah.
Sam.
Katie. Banyaknya jurnal. A small town bartender who listens more than he talks. Ethan's bar must be the only prosperous business in Basswood. Wait, Walter, what you see is what you get. His grief for Nick is sincere. Tara, the office administrator at Basswood Jungle, is the proverbial weird co-worker. She likes everyone and everything. Dinosaurs, romance novels, evangelical TV, conspiracy theories, rice cookies, unusual street names, you name it, she talked about it for hours. Hughes is new in town, but it seems like he knows how to fit in. Then again, as the town pharmacist, fitting in is part of his job. Still, it's decent of him to have come to next week. Kathy, hi.
Kathy,
Sam, you actually came.
Yeah. My condolences for Nick.
I know you two haven't been together for a long time, but I'm still sorry.
We hadn't been close in years, but he was my daughter's father. I'll miss him. Joan was really hurt when you left town. Nick and I were never close after the breakup, and Joan's never had a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Maybe don't break her heart this time when you leave town. All right?
Okay, jangan cakap lagi.
Hard to make promises. I don't do well with those in Joan.
I've noticed.
Oh, sorry.
But I'll try.
Sam, I'm gonna hold you to that.
Oh. Mind Palace. Pin. Mind Palace. Mind Place ke Mind Palace? Tempat apa ni?
You're a lot like Pac-Man, Sam.
I consume everything in my path.
You find every last bite. The mine closing wasn't your fault. Your investigation just hurried things up. You probably saved some lives, you know.
Hi, Dad. Hi, Muley.
You piece of...
Language.
Is that a wedding ring?
I didn't know you were thinking about marriage.
Oh, it's just... it feels like the right thing to do.
Dad, what's the point of getting married?
Well, it's just one of those things people do, Bug. Here, you can play.
Someone has to show you grown-ups. Video games are the realm of the young.
Have you talked to Anna about this?
That's kind of the point. I'll talk to her about it when I show her the ring.
If you say so. Hey, just remember I'm here, right? If you need anything. Anything but my arcade secrets. Those I'll take to the grave.
Sorry we lost touch. Sorry I lost touch. Rest up, big guy. This photo always looked weird. Nick could never keep a straight face. He was more her best friend than a dad. Happier times. Wonder who took that picture.
Jungle Team. Macam orang betul je.
Look at us. Those two were a great team. We drove straight to the sea after work on a Friday. Hell of a weekend. Bug was so small back then.
Sam siapa?
Samuel, guess I lost the bet.
Bet?
Oh, dia lah.
I bet you'd never come back to Basswood? Not after you went careening out of town like a bat out of hell the instant that article broke bad.
That wasn't the reason I left town.
Oh, you think it was that girl of yours? You left because the town hated your guts.
What are you even doing here, Dennis? You and Nick become friends or something?
Nope. He thought I was a drunk, which I am. And I thought he was a hack, which he was.
This coming from the IT guy. Didn't know resetting passwords could give you a journalism degree.
It can. But it does give me less patience for people who sling mud my way. Relax. I'm just
Nak
playing.
tembak pula.
At least tell me how you
Ada
been.
police kot. Things have been great. Yeah, gerak.
Like you'd care.
Not too much. But suit yourself if you want to be like that.
Why you? Tak nak cerita masalah aku kat hang.
Cheers to Nick. A man that, unlike us, people actually liked. Speaking of which...
Aku rasa tak perlulah hang nak, menaruh hati dekat perempuan ni lagi. Ada tak copyright lah lagu ni.
As time draws near, my dearest dear, when you and I must part, how little you know of the grief and woe in my poor aching heart. 'Tis but I suffer for your sake. Believe me, dear, that's true. I wish
Betul-betul nampak macam real tu. Kalau jumpa X, agaknya rasa macam okay. Dennis is the IT guy at the paper I used to work for. I remember him as a bitter and mean-spirited guy. A loner with not many friends in Basswood. So am I, but it doesn't mean we are kindred spirits. Dia tu rude je. Wajar. Kathy and Nick married young and divorced quickly. I'm not sure she's ever really liked me, though I was their daughter's godfather. Or maybe that just made things worse. Billiard table. Tak boleh tengok. Shortage. Tak boleh. Distribution of marks suggests strong discussion for the average.
Some people can play this game drunk. Anna was best at 3 beers.
Management note. Warning for drunk customer, dark period. The mark is changing hands. Long-time bartender Ethan Morrow will be taking over the Coal Miners' Heaven from current owner Carl Edwards. The Coal Miners' Heaven has been one of Basswood's only bars since Prohibition, when it started as a speakeasy. Ethan had this to say about the change. Nothing's gonna change much. The place feels like home for a lot of folks here. I don't want to change that. He plans to keep Edwards' collection of decorations and hopes to add to it as the years go on. I look at Basswood, the bar you forgot you remember. It's easy to forget the places that made our hometown feel familiar. The Coal Miners' Heaven is one such place. The owner, Ethan Morrow, has made sure to stay true to the establishment's name by littering the walls with all the brave workers Basswood has seen over the years. Ethan might not have reached the skies yet, but he remains optimistic. Things aren't easy, but thankfully people still think they can beat me at darts. Give it a chance. When you walk by, the prices are fair, the beer cold, and Ethan remembers the name of every customer. The pay attracted a lot of people back then. Okay. Apa dia tulis if you met please find lock toilet, entahlah. I join.
You'd think a kid at a bar would stand out more. There was no love lost between Kathy and Nick since their divorce, but anyone can see she's taking his death hard.
Could you give us a moment, Sam?
Alright, bye. Sorry.
Dennis, bitter and jaded.
He's
even worse than the last time we spoke.
People leave you or they die. That's the only way anything ends.
Bess always had a soft spot for Nick. I think she liked his work ethic.
But no more than 3,000 milligrams.
Pretty courageous of him to try his luck in Basswood, given the state of things.
That's what crooked pharmacists want you to know. But that amount is damaging in the long term.
That's where Nick and I sat every time he dragged me out for drinks after work.
Tak boleh lalu pula.
can't believe this whole thing's still working.
Ni semua memori dia lah. Banyaknya lagu. Aku takut kena copyright.
The kids and I've been busy, and we got a little something for you that's gonna make you smile all day. Daddy, 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 daddy. But when the lights are out, it's time for me to show you my love. And I've got a feeling you've been pleased. So, daddy, daddy, daddy,
Daddy?
sit yourself down. Now you should know how much
Nick and I spent so much money on this machine.
Drum kit. Tak mau cakap dengan dia. Used by garage bands. Then try to support the local.
Anna used to play it almost every night. She stopped after her father's accident.
Journal updated. Alamak, panjangnya. Remember when Anna was learning to play the guitar, getting up early to practice before work is how you used to wake up listening to her plucking chord progressions before bringing her coffee. She was happy then, even if that guitar had its own history of sadness and loss even before today. We never met Anna's mom, and she didn't really talk about her, but the few times she did, it was always about how she loved having music in the house. Her mom used to play old folk songs on her guitar, and the two of them would sing along, sitting cross-legged on the floor on the long afternoons of her childhood. Anna lost her mother when she was a teenager, but even in the following years of grief, conflict, and escape, she held on to her mom's guitar even though she never learned to play it. Instead, she left Basswood, went to college, and came back a journalist telling stories of her own hometown. Remember the feature she wrote about that old music shop on Gooseneck Hill? Anna took the assignment when no one else wanted it. Her article didn't rescue the music shop from bankruptcy, but the owner came to thank her personally. He gave her free lessons as a thank you gift, so finally she learned to play. Okay.
Has it really been 2 years since I saw her? She hasn't changed a bit.
Ya Allah.
Anna?
Sam!
Jangan. Aku nak merajukkan perempuan ni.
Sorry. Old habits. Why'd it take so long for you to darken my doorstep?
I'm here now. Okay.
Well, I'm here now. I'll have to try and come by more often. That's what I'm supposed to say, right? Even if not everyone around here would like it.
People around here have short tempers,
And long memories.
but most of them mean well. Sam, the mine was gonna close anyways. Maybe in a year or 2, 5 if the Lord has a sense of humor. It was gonna run dry or have an even bigger disaster. It wasn't your fault.
I wish everyone else understood that.
People are scared. Mad. You were easy to blame. When my father lost his legs, nobody knew the mine wasn't following regulations. You were the only one who started asking questions. Whenever people talk about you, he always says, you did the right thing.
Yeah, well, your dad's Joe. He's an oak. Unmoving and annoyingly supportive.
Sorry.
It wasn't just him. Nick thought your piece was great. He was actually jealous. He always wanted to write something that shook the pillars of heaven, as he used to put it. You know, Nick and I had moved in together. Started to get serious. But I think it's only now I realize how much I cared for him.
You and Nick started going out? When did this happen?
A few months ago. He never told you? He asked me to let him be the one to say something. You two had been so close.
He probably tried. I hadn't been answering his calls.
Ah. That's the worst part, right? Anything broken just stays broken now. But this was all nice. The funeral, the wake. Walter did a good job. But it all just makes me feel heavy. It makes my heart hurt. Like Nick's memory has been laid on top of me and I'm still carrying him.
Masyarakat kau dekat sini
It's hard for me to really just wrap my head around it. Nick being gone. Smart. Don't rock the boat when the person in the boat just lost a loved one.
It's big. I can't get my head around it either.
Siap biar kuat aku
His
jam
stuff is all
betul.
over my house, but he's just missing. Things without an owner. Most of it I'll probably give to Joan and Kathy, throw away. I don't even know.
Kalau dia mayat
Sam,
dia terbakar
I'm
kan?
tired, and if I'm gonna drink and cry, I want to do it alone.
Okay, I don't care.
That stupid song like I told myself I would. He said,
See, I don't care.
he used to say, it made him ache. I did it, and I'm going home. We need to catch up, though. Let's
Okay.
meet for coffee tomorrow and talk. Really talk. 9:30?
Yeah, maybe.
I'll be at the cafe across from the paper. Christina's. It was honestly nice seeing you.
Bye. Aku duduk bye orang je hari ni.
Samuel,
Sedihnya muka dia.
come around with me.
I need a drink or two. Or 3. And then I'll go. There was no love lost between Kathy and Nick since their divorce. But anyone can see she's taking his death hard.
The temptation to break the dome investigation leading to nothing but pain was too strong to resist. Sama je. Aina, the one that got away. Will my whole life be different? She said yes, and then Nick and talk about fishes. The moment I left BASSWOOD, my best friend and my ex get together. I don't know how to take this, but in a strange way, it's also the thing we have in common. Aina is the only person who knows what it feels like to have lost Nick. Mana budak tu? Join.
I've never known Tara to not take over a conversation.
Mana aja kat hari ni cakap.
So tragic what happened to Nick. The details are horrible. They think he didn't die on impact. Instead, he roasted to death. Not enough to damage the bones, but you know, not a pretty sight. Unless you're into that kind of thing, of course. I didn't mean to be rude, Sam.
It's alright.
It's all right, Tara. I don't like the sight of dead, burned people.
Oh, thank God. I wouldn't want to be rude on a day like this. Poor Sam.
Ha, senyum tu
Now
hang
that Nick
rude.
is gone,
Okay.
everyone in town hates you. I mean, I don't. Why would I? It's not my job you destroyed.
Ya, rude-nya.
You're not the cause of all my problems. I mean, that's what you did for pretty much all of Basswood, but not to me.
Jahatnya.
So, I don't hate you.
Thanks for the confidence booster, Tara. I'll see you around.
Kurang ajar kamu.
People leave you or they die. That's the only way anything ends.
Mr. Hitz, good to see you. My condolences for your friend. Coming back in town must not have been easy. Officer Stevenson was telling me about your little welcoming committee.
It's all right. Declan saved the day.
We just don't want any troubles here. Not from you, not from anyone.
Don't worry, I won't stay in town long enough for that. One quick thing. Nick's death. Are you sure it was an accident?
Are we sure? What are you trying to say?
Now, Sam, I know you're a bird dog at heart and a bird dog hunts. But listen, Nick's death was an accident. Don't go riling people up. Don't you think you've done that enough to the nice folks around here?
I guess so. Enjoy your evening.
I just asked lah. Mungkinnya.
You know, Sam, he likes to prod and poke, chasing shadows that aren't even there.
Should I have brought flowers? Do people expect me to?
Jahatnya. Kesian kat dia kalau aku pun aku tak balik dah. Okay guys, aku akan stop dekat sini dulu. Kita akan continue di part kedua, okay? For now aku suka jugalah game ni. Dia memang banyak cakap dan throwback memori dia, tapi aku macam tak sabar nak tahu apa yang akan berlaku, apa sebenarnya berlaku dekat Nick. Dan aku rasa masa depan nanti ada lagi kot gameplay yang lain-lain kot, takkan macam ni je kan gameplay dia. Tak tahulah, tak tahu nak cakap ni. So yeah. Okay, thanks for watching guys. Bye.